teacher. Yeah, you know, the bad guy. Bending down at the wrist. If evil, why heart? No, that's Cinderella, okay? Kaori is just crazy. But so is Cinderella, but it's different, okay? Look at fucking Hachiroku. You like crazy girls. Alakino. Okay, well, she's not crazy. She's just... How do you say? She's very... Look, Alakino is cunning. She's not crazy. She's very smart, alright? Fukami's bow mixed with her tall stature and proper etiquette can pack a punch.
ごめんなさい。なぎちゃんも誘ったんですけど、剣術修行をするってどっか行っちゃったです。
Copium? What do you mean copium? Just because she applies Bond of Life to herself doesn't mean she's crazy, okay? Futao actually just removes her health, so, you know, people don't call her crazy. They just call her something else. Crazy. Damn it.
構わん。深みが来てくれただけでもありがたい。
Shut up about copium.
頑張りました。です。
Her expression makes it obvious that she's eager to be complimented. I reach over to her without thinking. Can't justify herself. Okay, well, Arlecchino and Cinderella are hot because they're not... Well, actually, they aren't human, right? Because Arlecchino has fucking black hands, so she may or may not be part Hilichurlian, I guess. It's the same thing with Caterpillar in one of the world quests. He also had black hands and he became a Hilichurl, so like, yeah, that's not helping. Look, it's because Kaori is look, okay, it's because Kaori's more realistic of a character, seeing her crazy side makes it don't dig yourself deeper. Look, okay. Look, okay. At least Arlecchino and Cinderella showed how crazy they were before and didn't hide how the crazy, okay? Let's move on. I pat Fukami high on her head. She twitches for a moment, then closes her eyes in bliss. You're making it worse. I'm not making it worse, alright? I'm cooking it. It's because Kaori was a twist villain, okay? If she was crazy from the start, I'd be more accepting of it.
Noto.
Signora? I'd let her kick me. What? I shouldn't have gotten so close when she's not even my sister. But seeing the satisfied Fukami makes it seem strange if I apologized for it. See my point? Yeah, but the difference is that Signora was crazy from the start, alright? That's what I mean! Kaori was hiding the crazy until fucking the last minute. Doesn't matter. It does matter, alright? Because the crazy makes them hotter, which means that because Kaori hid the crazy, it makes her less hot. Yeah. Also, less of... They're showing only Hachiroku's hat now. They showed like the top of her eyebrows, but now it's just... But you still like crazy people? Only in fiction.
で、兄さんはなんでみんなを呼び集めたんですか？
But it's different when they hide the crazy, alright? Because Kaori tried to act not crazy, and that's what makes her less hot.
そうだったな。その話だ。86。
Can't argue yourself out of it. What do you mean? I'm cooking.
はい、相鉄様。
It suggested plan for 8620 replay reveal and Steam Shochu manufacture and sale. What the fuck? Really, Arson? I'm cooking. With the advice of Makoda, I compiled everything I could think of into some documents with Hachiroku's now which Hachiroku's now passing out.
はあ、これ面白そうです。
Ukami instantly gives her approval, while Hibiki grows a glowering expression on her face.
ポーレット、この字はなんて読むですか？
Granted, do you know how to read?
工事用例が焼酎作りの原料の一つかな。
Vanna reads one character at a time, while Paulette reads the whole document carefully.
うん。
Paulette soon raises her head with glittery eyes. She suddenly blushes bright red and then shakes her head side to side. She takes a deep breath, looks over the document again, and sips her water slowly to bridge the gaps.
これはいいや。素晴らしくありだと思います。8620回収の時点から、これなら半ば公共事業的に。
She suddenly closes her mouth. She looks at the documents again and nods.
うん。この案でしたら、回収の方については、市から既存の補助金、多分つけられる枠があります。
おお、そうなればありがたい。
Even if the subsidies are small, if we have the approval of the city, that's enough to gain public trust and make it easier for people to join in the effort.
ともかく周知、認知度の向上、ひいてはできる限り多くの市民に回収に関わってもらうことが最重要だ。
I summarize the main points of the plan to everyone.
お人よの SL として8620を認識してもらう。それができれば8620を観光復権の旗印とできよ
う。お人よしの私たちの町の SL。
Still frowning, Hibiki mumbles to herself.
だから兄さんは工場誘致賛成派の私に蒸気焼酎のラベルをかけとおっしゃっているのですか？
別に切り崩そうと企んでいるわけではない。響が賛成派のままでも僕は一向に構わない。
Her expression seems both surprised and lonely at the same time. Reaffirming that she's bad with words, Hibiki thinks about each and every word internally.
銀行主導で作ったという響のイラストマップを見て思った。お人よの再生を願う気持ちは同じだと。
はい。
同じ目的であるのなら力を貸してもらえるかとも考えた。響の目的は工場誘致そのものではなかろう。
それはエアクラ工場の誘致はもちろんお お人用の経済再生のための手段と考えています。
うん。
ですから、工場誘致なしによりリスクの少ない形で経済再生ができるなら理想的ですけど。
He admits that it's ideal, but trails off with that butt part. I see. I'm starting to realize what Hibiki's hesitation is. Ever since she was young, Hibiki's been very obsessed with us in a certain way. Obsessive in a certain way. In other words, she's clumsy with life in general.
響き、手段は道具だ。最初にこれと選んだ道具に愛着を持つのはいいことだ。鉄道を愛する気持ちは確かに尊い。
With Paulette, Reina, and Hachiroku watching, Hibiki gives an ambiguous nod.
が、それに固執し、その他を頭から否定するのでは、最初に出会ったあの時のわがままな86と同じだぞ。
Perhaps being a little ashamed or sulking, Hachiroku turns away. Hibiki realizes the meaning this time, nodding strongly.
エアクラをオン敵とまで言っていた86は、しかしエアクラの利便性を認め、共存を考えるようになった。
Now she even rides on my flight aircraft by herself. Hibiki knows that fact, so I'm sure the message can get through to her without any misunderstanding.
手段は道具だ。結果を出すのに最適なものを選べばいい。もし、どれが最適か、すぐには判断がつかぬものなら。
使い比べれば良いのです。
If you understand both sides, you can argue for or against it easier. Quietly and succinctly, Hachiroku puts my words together.
マスターに不便をかけてまで使い続けられることを、道具は、手段は、決して望みはいたしません。
Reina nods to Hachiroku's statements, clearly as a matter of fact.
輸送のお役に立てぬなら、観光のお役に立てばいい。溶かされ素材に戻っても、形を変えて役立てばいい。
Her entirely emotionless voice reaffirms to me that Hachiroku's a thing. Although she shares the intelligence of humans. No, her intelligence may even surpass that of many. You call humans dumb? I mean, he's not wrong.
使い比べられ試されることは、私たちの宿命です。その上で選ばれるのなら、それこそまさに誇りなのです。比べることは、ずるかことじゃなかった？
You heard about the China-Taiwan situation. I don't think there's a single person who hasn't heard of the China-Taiwan situation. I knew it. Hibiki's mulling that over. She cannot make a decision because of that obsessive part of her, but I can't acknowledge Hibiki's refusal to grow as a virtue.
比べることをずるいと考える気持ちもわかる。だが、それを言うなら、比べぬこともまたずるい。
Hibiki's smart. She should know what I mean without me telling her.
比べないのは最初から機会を奪うことであり、同時に思考の放棄に等しいと僕は考える。
思考の放棄。
僕はこの案を銀行に、宝生妃のところにも持ち込むつもりだ。
Hibiki twitches. Her reaction affirms things. The logical and emotional mainstay of Hibiki's support for the factory is Hosho Kisaki.
そうして僕は確信している。宝生妃は間違いなく、工場誘致の手を緩めずに、僕らの案にも協力すると。
Well, I can guarantee that Kisaki is the reason why she is for the factory plan.
そうですね。木崎先輩なら絶対間違いなくそうします。
But considering that Kisaki will eventually considering that Kisaki has a route of her own, that means that she won't be for the factory for long. Her hesitant eyes clear up. The cheerful light that I've always seen is in Hibiki returns.
兄さん、私書きます。長期焼酎のラベル、私にかける一番いい絵で仕上げてみせます。
そうか、助かる。
やめてください。お礼だなんて兄弟ですよ。水臭い。
そうだったな。
Despite being adopted, she's still my sister, and although it may be late, I understand what Hibiki really wants. Okisaki corrupts Sotetsu, the bad end. Okay, well, considering that you have to do Hibiki's route to unlock Kisaki's route, maybe. Maybe Kisaki is still for the factory, and maybe Hibiki is also for the factory and convinces Sotetsu to change his plans or whatever.
頼りにしてるぞ、響。
Yeah, like that's gonna happen. Rub, rub, rub. I pat Hisaki on the head wildly. Hibiki. I was thinking about Kisaki, and I saw Hibiki's Hisaki. Shut up.
兄さん、髪がくしゃくしゃになっちゃう。
But she didn't tell me to stop. This part of her hasn't changed since we were kids.
それでですね、相鉄くん。
うん。
Hearing her sharp presidential voice, I start patting and straighten my posture.
8620がどんな機関車か、数字だけだと普通の人は実感できないと私は思います。
それはそうだな。僕とて大きさと凄さを実感したのは目の当たりにしてようやっとだった。
計画がどんなに優れたものに思えても実感がないと人はなかなか動き出せないとも思います。
それも確かに。
ですから考えたんですけど、修復にかかる前に8620一度公開展示したらどうでしょう。見てみたいです。
The voice from an unexpected source pops up.
蒸気機関車って本物見たことないから、興味とか結構あるです。
確かに深見たちにはそうだろうな。僕世代でも子供の頃にかろうじてたから。
なぎちゃんも実物見れるんだったら来ると思うし、なぎちゃんすごく人気あるからたくさん来て、親御さんも。
Kami blushes as she says that, but I find the meaning to be convincing.
なるほど。人気があるというナギに学友を誘ってもらえば、その保護者たちにも自然周知ができるというわけか。
What are you talking about, Sotetsu? Nagi's meant to be of age. That's why she has hate scenes. Why would she be friends with kids who need to be supervised by their parents, okay?
です。口コミは効果ありますからね。ことに、お人よのような古い町では。
Plot hole? Yeah. It's only a plot hole in the English translation.
保護者にも様々な世代の方がいるだろうしな。
Nagi and Fukami's generation have never seen it. Old man Minokasa's generation must find it nostalgic. that spans 2, maybe even 3 generations. We may be able to involve the entire family.
町全体を巻き込むという目的には、確かに、学園生からの口コミは、大きな効果を示せそうに思う。
What was it in Japanese? I don't think they have these characters over the age of so-and-so in Japan. I think that's only to comply with American censorship laws or whatever.
あと、ポスターとかビラとかあれば、戦場でも配るです。それで、そした
ら。なるほど。観光客にもアピールしておけば、いざ8620が走った時にリピートを望めるかもしれんな。
なら、展示会場には来場者アンケートも用意して、案内が必要な人には連絡をできるようにしましょう。写真もたくさん飾るときっといいですよ。パパさんのとか、ポーレットのマイテツ仲間さんのとか。
What do you mean, Daddy?
そうね、レイナ。すごく素敵な考えね。86系なら走ってる写真もたくさんあるはず。
Isn't it just society's censorship laws, technically? Oh. You know, some places realize that fictional characters are fictional. So, you know.
えひひ。レイナ、褒められちゃいました。
Age laws don't apply to fictional characters. Logically speaking. But, you know, laws and shit. Ideas beget ideas, stimulating the debate. A healthy cycle is born from this.
ポスターとビラも負担的に大丈夫であれば響に頼めると嬉しいのだが。
キービジュアルを書いてラベル、ポスター、ビラにバリエーションやレイアウトを変えて活用する。
Hibiki answers without hesitation.
そうすれば負担の増加は最小限で済みますから。私、兄さんの期待に応えてみせます。
頼もしいな。
Those words are from the bottom of my heart. Without even realizing it, Hibiki's become a professional in her line of work. It doesn't help that her voice actor is... her voice actress is also Chocola's. So, just whenever I hear Chocola's voice, I just assume that the character who's voiced by it is meant to be the useless type. So, sorry, Hibiki, I assumed wrong. No. Not just Hibiki. Paulette, Fukami, and even Reina all seem more like professionals now. They apply their experience and bring up good ideas one after another. Yeah, but Reina's still baby.
ありがとう。
I bow. I feel like the natural... it feels like the natural thing to do. I wait a while before lifting my head and turning to Hachiroku.
ということだ、86。お前も望んでくれるなら、修復前の8620の展示を行いたい。
私はすでに申しております。
Hachiroku's voice is calm. I don't see anything unusual about her complexion or appearance. But I completely understand. Revealing it before the repairs would mean exposing the scars of the accident.
私も8620も相鉄様の所有物で経営資源です。ですので当然。
Kami's VA voice is Shigure? Jesus. Yeah, no, now that I hear it, I can definitely hear ISA in Hachiroku's voice.
故に、僕の望みに従う。者としてのお前たちの本懐がそれと理解している。
Then it should be fine. The logical side of my mind tells me so. But I'm not the only one with emotions. Hachiroku must have her own.
その上でと、お前は修復前の8620の公開を果たして望むのか。
The scars of the accident run deep. I could sympathize with it to a certain extent. If the display will unbearably rub salt into the wounds of Hachiroku, it will delay the revival of 8620.
ですから、私は相鉄様の所有物として。
See, it's not just Sotetsu who called Hachiroku a thing. Hachiroku called herself a thing.
物を超えた部分の、お前をお前たらしめる知性の、お前自身の、お前の望みはどうであるかと聞いている。
私自身、私の望み。
But what is a thing? Vsauce music. Her voice shakes. Her hesitation is further proof to me that there's a side of Hachiroku that transcends being a mere thing.
以前にお尋ねいただいた時と変わらぬことしかまだ私には言えません。
Isaki's VA voiced someone in Princess of Angel. Yeah, well, I don't remember what any of the characters in Princess of Angel sound like, so those words come from Hachiroku's lips powerlessly.
自分の望みが何であるのか答える以前に考えようとすることが私には難しいようです。
そうか。
I was the same way in the past. That's my first instinct anyway. This is also meant to be Anya's voice actress, by the way. The guilt of involving your loved ones in an accident. Because of that, wanting something can be scary.
ですが、これだけはわかります。8620の望みでしたらわかります。
Hachiroku faces forward.
あの子は間違いなく望みます。どれほどの傷を晒そうと、どれほど苦痛を味わおうとも。
She quietly ties words together with her head still down.
客車を引いて、もう一度。お客様と共に走ること。ただそれだけを、必ず、あの子は望みます。
Jesus Christ. The 8620 revival prep display. At the venue, we hear lots of cheerful cries echoing throughout the stone storage.
なぎちゃんが一番賑やかだよ。ね、もう少し声抑えよう。
Well, I would imagine she would be the loudest considering her personality. But you say that, but both Nagi and Fukami have the same level of audio, same level of volume in the mixer, right? Just above 20 decibels. Well, minus 20. Yeah.
ヤニワニだごばい、指芝居、かき氷も食べたかばい。
So just think about it. Nagi and Fukami are at the same volume right now. Taking off Fukami's warning, Nagi does what she wants. Quite literally, she doesn't listen. Why does my badge say 2 months sub? Because Dexter gifted you a sub before. Like, a different month. One by one, she looks into each of the shop stalls placed inside the stone storage. I thought I already read that.
何食べようか悩むばい。悩んだ時は全部いけってじいちゃん。
She suddenly stops and freezes. Have I? Yes, you have. Who's your favorite voice? My favorite voice is Hachiroku. Or, Why am I blanking on her name? You know, I can easily remember Makara. Yeah. But either one of those. Nagi's gaze goes up before going even higher.
でっかか。大きいよね。
My favorite voice is Streamer Guy. Well, thanks, I guess. It's kind of the only thing going for me, so it is so large that she didn't even realize it until she got close to it. Nagi has her mouth open, dumbfounded, then turns to us as if she's pleading for something.
これが今日見に来た記者ポッポばい？そうだよ。SL 蒸気機関車の8620？
Hachiroku stays silent while next to us. That's why I speak with confidence, like an announcer in place of Hachiroku.
そう。これこそが国産蒸気第1号。栄光の86系トップナンバー機。8620だ。
トップナンバー！言葉の意味はわからんばって、なんだかすごかたい！
なになぎちゃん、ドギャンしたと？
Who the fuck? My favorite character is Steam Girl. Who?
機関車見とるの？おっきかよね、これ。
Don't worry about it. I mean, see, the problem is that Hachiroku technically is a Steam Girl. Because, she produces Steam. You know? Fukami's back rounds. Fukami's back rounds again as she hides behind me. Whether Nagi notices or not, she goes over to the students and boasts.
ただの機関車じゃなかったよ。栄光のトップナンバー、これぞ8620たい！
You didn't even know what that meant 3 seconds ago. Great job in repeating what I said. She speaks louder than I can. Her parodying of my lines gathers attention and transmits to who I assume are her classmates.
何それなんかすごそう！トップナンバーって一体何年？
That's what Nagi's trying to wonder herself.
それは、深見ちゃんが説明すればい！
Fukami freezes up at that moment.
私とか無理。
早瀬さんが説明？なんでなぎちゃんやって。
Fukami jerks away even more. Her voice seems like it is about to disappear. Fukami must always be like this at school. But if it's true, then this is where she must stand her ground.
いいのか、深見。見捨てれば、ナギが困るぞ。
Nagi has no way of explaining 8620. Hachiroku has been completely silent during the display venue. Paulette is out with Rana right now, and Hibiki's trying to fulfill her own duty.
深見、落ち着け。落ち着いて。商売のことだけを考えろ。
To think business, big business. Think about the money. The moolah. Those are words I've told her before, to which Fukami previously listened. So I repeat it again.
これも接客で宣伝だ。学園生が客に来たならお前はどうする？逃げるのか？
逃げないです。
You know, Fukami reminds me a lot of Rira in Loves with Garnish. Both of them are like the most introverted you could get before becoming like a problem. And they both work in an industry that requires you to talk to people. Kabi is like you IRL. Excuse me? She pulls her hands into fists.
お家のことだけ、お母さんのことだけ、お仕事のこと、熊川下りを潰さない。ダメ。
I hear the sound of her swallowing. Fukami comes out from behind me. She takes a step while shaking, but it is one giant step for her. You sound like her as well. I'm not Nagi.
早瀬さん？
I am student A.
私も、そんなにすごくは詳しくないけど、8620の展示会、企画から、関わってるから。
なんね企画からって。展示会ってさ、これそもそも何のお祭りと？
ね。
Fukami's back straightens up with every word she rings out while blushing. Nagi's also watching happily. Fukami should be fine now. Thanks for the hydrate.
ああ、ここにおったとですか、相鉄くん。
A calm voice, but a somewhat out of place one, in the stretch. I turn around to see old man Minokasa, the very definition of a nice elderly man.
これは、ミノカサさん。お運び、ありがとうございます。
いえいえ。
Old man Minokasa gives a gentle smile and turns to look around.
先だってのお会合には行かれんでしたが、今日はなんとか時間ば作って寄らせてもらいました。
見ていただけて光栄です。と言っても、8620のことはすでに。
何度か見せてもろうとおりますがの、人の中におると、やはり違うて見えるもんですな。
Whose personality do you think is most like yours in this VN? I don't know. Most like mine? I mean... It depends, okay? Yeah, I don't know.
ああ、本当にそうですね。
There should be 100, no, 200 people here. The stone storage is filled with the voices of people, with 8620 in the center. I don't like talking to people IRL.
人の中におると、こうして見るとですな。走らせてやりたい勇気に、わしなんぞでもなりますな。
You like the most helpful guy? Well, yeah, that's considering that Dexter's also the only other guy who frequents the Discord.
お気持ち、大変に心強いです。いえ、お気持ちどころの話ではありませんが。
なんもなんも、わしなんぞ。
Old man Minokasa is modest, but his contributions are extremely large. He's completely planned out the repair of the driving wheel, and also introduced contacts to make the steam shochu.
そうてつくんの働きに刺激されて、この年よりも少し張り切っただけとですよ。
But I get more talkative with people I'm comfortable with, like my parents or some co-workers. But with customers, I don't talk more than I have to. You mean like an introvert?
僕なぞ、みんなの足を引っ張るばかりで。
いや、ご謙遜。ボイラー屋の畑さんが褒めとりましたですよ。そうてつくんば、後継ぎにしたいくらいの熱心さや言うて。
過分なお褒めのお言葉ですが、とても嬉しく感じます。
I did study boilers as much as I could because I wanted to learn and understand the heart of 8620.
蒸気焼酎も試作段階でこのうまさとですし。いやいや、石炭ボイラーもなかなかによかもんですな。
恐縮です。
I was wondering why he's so talkative today. It seems he's already had a few drinks. He was tanned from the furnace's fire, so I didn't notice that his face was red.
そういや、市長さんはどこにいらっしゃいますかな。一言ご挨拶ばしたかとですが。
今日は臨時増発を出しているんです。湯の井からもこの見学会への参加希望者が多いそうで。
ああ、機動車の運転とですか。市長さんもまっことお忙しかですな。
I thought he said busty instead of busy.
本当ですね。
I didn't realize it because she enjoys her duties so much, but Paulette has been working non-stop. Once the repair and operation of 8620 can be completed, I hope that Hachiroku and I can reduce her load.
じいちゃん、ラムネ買うて4本。
I want ramen. Maybe not 4, but... Nagi slips through the crowd and grabs at old man Minokasa's hand.
おお、よかばい。ラムネばどこで売っとうと。
焼酎屋さんの出店ばい。蒸気ラムネっていうが美味しかって聞いたばい。
よかよか。
After agreeing to it, old man Minokasa is dragged away by Nagi to somewhere in the stone storage.
で、早瀬さん、その相鉄お兄さんってあん人ばい？
First thought after hearing Ramune, of course it is.
そっか、そうなんだ。だったら納得。大納得ばい。
Yes, you need to touch grass. Yeah, but that's the problem. He does touch grass. It's just that it's Pennsylvania grass. It's Rukami. She's with the other students from earlier, following Nagi while glancing my way from time to time. What do you mean by that? I mean, I already brought it up, but you do live in the same state where a priest spent $40,000 of church funds on Candy Crush. So, you know, Pennsylvania grass.
なるほど。ラムネ4本か。
That's good. Out of the 4 bottles, Fukami enjoys one of them. Hachinoku, you were meant to speak that one. Oh, okay, I guess. Okay, hang on. I need it. Okay, fine. If Hachidoku isn't going to say it, let me just... How do you sound again? Oh, now I know why she didn't say it, because I somehow muted her voice. Ah, okay.
そうです様。
There you go. Bump. How dare you meet my lolly? Listen, it wasn't my fault. Okay? It just... Yeah.
のっと、すみません。よそ見をしてしまって。
Dexter probably played through all VNs in existence. All VNs with lollies in them. He's never played through a VN without a lolly in it. That's why he's never played through fucking Chaos Head or Steins Gate or Katawa Shoujo. He also doesn't play through visual novels without voice acting in it, so he's never played Higurashi. I don't know if you... Umineko, I'm just assuming with that one. You know.
はい、いえいえ、こちらこそ撮影に。おや、そうてつくん。
To be fair, I cannot find any more officially translated lolly heroines. See, that's what I mean. The only visual novels Dexter plays are ones... they have to fit the three criteria. One, it has a lolly in it. Or slash a flat-chested or small-breasted woman who's kind of short, right? Two, is that it has hate scenes in it. It's all lolly, essentially. And three... it has voice acting. If it has all three of them, yeah, plus, I guess, English translation, but that's optional because he also plays through machine translated visual novels. He will play that visual novel. Always has been.
これは、赤い宮司に足をお運びいただけるとは光栄です。
There was a camera in his hand. It seems that this person's love for the railways far surpasses that of an ordinary job.
来ますとも、石像機関庫の内部、見るのは久々ですからね。
He snaps another photo. For some reason it's of the ceiling and of the pillars. Well, I heard that Sire's actually just that rotten flesh bean, so yeah, I got spoiled. Well... oh well. It seems as if he's trying to keep a record of everything. Reverend Akai continues taking photos of every single part of the shed.
8620は取らんのですか?
Yeah, Dexter played Subnautica once.
真っ先にですよ。300カットは取りましたか。
I played Minecraft. Yeah, but everyone's played Minecraft. That's not...
それはすごい。
いえいえ、普通のことです。というか、そうてつくんはカメラをやらないのですか?
You know, I'm surprised you haven't played the Mob Talker mod. Alright? I've shown you that one, right? Plants vs. Zombies. Ooh, okay, well... Based.
はい、全く。
He snaps another photo. It could be for his records, memories, or even to commemorate it. I have very little interest in doing that. Oh, that's right. Ever since the accident.
それはいけない。機関士になるのでしたら、カメラに慣れておいた方がいい。
ああ、なるほど。理屈ですね。
Understanding what that means instantly shows that Hachiroku's tutorship to become an engineer is working. What can I say? Once I saw my first anime lolly character, I was like, yes, 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 okay. Granted, after discovering 8620, Hachiroku isn't very motivated in playing the part of teacher.
電車であれ、機関車であれ、経験でしか運転できない周辺状況の記録は習熟訓練段階では非常に効果的です。
I mean, you know, Dexter played Hollow Cure before, after I played it on stream.
はい。
I learned that already. Trains are heavily dependent on inertia. It will depend on the train weight, speed, and track condition, though. Even if the emergency brake is applied, it's possible that it won't stop for another kilometer. Yeah, and that's why the train has been derailed. Because it did try to stop, and couldn't stop fast enough. So then it led to derailment.
ブレーキ位置、加速減速のポイントなどを実際に目で見て学び、体で覚え込むことが全て。だからですよね。
I didn't even know what anime I've that had lolly. Well, what anime have you watched? And whatever you list off, I'll tell you if it has lolly or not.
その通りです。
Reverend Akai nods. Satisfied by the answer, I understand fully that the need to have records. Was there lollies in JoJo? No. But surely you've watched more than just JoJo, right? Surely you aren't you haven't only watched through part 1 to 6 and read all of Steel Ball Run and Stone Ocean and JoJolion, right? And definitely aren't waiting solely for part 9 to come out.
前市長の比内さん、ポーレットさんのお父様は正真正銘の撮り鉄でした。
Did I read? Cameras, considering the repair costs, I'd like to reduce expenditures, but okay, I did not read that part.
ああ。
The daddy that Raina mentioned when she was talking about photo displays must be Paulette's father. Okay, that explains it.
ポーレットさんは乗り鉄の車両鉄ですからね。ほとんどカメラは使わず、そのまま眠らせているようです。
でしたら、一度相談してみます。ご助言、本当にありがとうございます。
いささか話しすぎました。趣味のことではどうにも口が軽くなります。
Dexter, stop trying to corrupt starving, okay? He makes a cross with his fingers and puts it over his mouth, as if trying to say that he has no intention of saying anything further. Reverend Akai then walks away. Click, click. Now he's taking photos of old equipment and the walls. This camera thing can be quite troublesome in itself.
響。
She said Nissan, but then thought she said Nini, so she tried to correct herself, but realized that she needs to recorrect herself again. Jesus Christ. Goblin Slayer has lollies. I guess. She must be that excited. She keeps changing up what she calls me. Stop calling it a dog, okay? It's better than calling it a cat, but still.
おお、コン。お前も響と一緒だったか。
If Magical Girls is like Winx, then I'd watch it. Okay, well, Magical Girls in Japanese context is nothing like Magical Girls in the American context. Media share? No, I already went through Gushing Over Magical Girls, alright? I'm not gonna watch more of it. Just have Starving react to it on his own, okay? What do I provide other than reacting to essentially something I've already reacted to?
私がこの子と一緒なんです。
Hibiki gently crouches down and catches the furball wearing the station master's uniform.
ほほう、極めて似合っているな。なかなか立派な駅長犬だ。
Anyway, what was going on? Oh yeah. Fox. I mean dog. I mean cat.
違いますよ、兄さん。コンはキツネ。ですから駅長キツネです。
Thank you. At least someone finally said what the actual animal was.
と、そうだったな。
To prepare to make it, the station master, Paulette measured it and took a sewing machine to make the uniform. And during the measuring process, various bits of information were found that pointed to it being a fox, thus was named Con. Of course.
その狐であるコンが主で、人間様のお前が銃か？
そりゃそうばい。駅長様と雇われイラストレーターやけん。
Hibiki says it jokingly as she puts Con down on the ground.
本当は賑やかすぎてコンが全然落ち着かなくて。ですから散歩を少しさせようと出てきただけです。
ならば、レールショップの出店の番は、と。
I quickly look at my watch. Hibiki giggles at the sight of me.
兄さんたちの自由時間はまだ1時間以上ありますよ。今は深見ちゃんに交代してもらってるんです。
深見に？
すっごくニコニコしてるのに、なんかぐったり疲れてて。よかったらしばらく店番させてください。です。
Yeah, her social battery's been drained.
なるほど。かなり頑張ったのだな。
頑張ったけん。
Possibly bored with us talking, Con begins pulling at the leash.
引き止めてすまなかったな、コン。響、話はまた後でだ。
I think High School Fleet was all lolly, if you think about it. I mean, yeah, they are.
行こう、コン。あ、そうだ。兄さん、八郎くん。
Midway into her stride, Hibiki turns back.
レールショップの出店。今行くとちょっと面白いですよ。
Thanks for the hydrate.
面白いとはどういう？
And the stretch.
けん言わんと。行くけん行くけん。
Blanky, where? Good question. Why didn't you point this out the first time? Hang on. Yeah, the command works. So scammed. Yeah, scammed out of 100 berries.
お前もケンケン言っているではないか。
Atsudoku lets out a small laugh at my stupid observation. It's the first time I've heard any semblance of joy from her today. She has been tense the whole time, but she seems to have relaxed a bit.
どうする86？レールショップの出店に行くか、それとも他も覗いてみるか。
After I ask that, Hachiroku looks around her surroundings anxiously.
他には何？あ、相鉄様、あちら。
Hachiroku points to a crowd of people. I can tell right away that there's something different about them.
おう、宝生妃と、隣は連れか。
銀行の方なのでしょうかね。スーツでメガネがよくお似合いで。
His eyes look weird. Yeah, I was gonna say he got the chameleon eyes. They're pointed in fucking different directions.
妃の右腕といった雰囲気だな。
We're quite a distance away, so I can't hear what they're saying. But I realize something.
あれが、よそ行きではない宝生妃か。あの目の鋭さ。値踏みするバイヤーにも負けんぞ。
Bro has that stare.
メガネの方は秘書さんかもしれませんね。妃様が何かを言うたび、それをメモしているようです。
うん。熱心に視察する対象くらいにはなれたらしいな。招待状を出した甲斐があった。
どうします？一応はご挨拶されますか？
いや、やめておこう。妃がどうこう、誘致がどうこうという話ではなく。
でしたら、どういうお話ですか？
男と女、その二人連れでここに来ているという話でだ。
はあ。
Hachiroku looks toward Kisaki and her secretary, then looks back at me blankly.
どう見てもあのお二人、単なる仕事仲間ですが、いわゆる恋人同士のような甘い雰囲気には見えませぬ。
Yeah, especially since the guy's got some fucked up looking eyes.
それこそ甘いな、考えが。
No matter how high your intelligence is, Hachiroku's still a thing, a rail lord. No, Sotetsu, I think you're jumping to conclusions. Stop calling her a thing, but she is. She's even denser than I am when it comes to the subtleties of love and whatnot. Pot calling kettle, I refuse. Okay, well, maybe you don't call her a thing, but everyone else will.
若い男女の二人連れに挨拶に行くとだな。必ず、男の方が僕に対して嫌な顔をするのだ。
She is my goddess. She calls herself a thing. What are you talking about?
ああ。
Hachiroku's stare turns from a blank one to an intent one.
確かにそうなりましょうね。相鉄様なら。なるほど。納得いたしました。
お前が言っても、誰が言っても同じだろうさ。男女の機微とは、どうやら、そうしたものらしいからな。
はてさて、そうなりますでしょうか。86には少し難しすぎるようです。
He giggles a bit, her usual cheerful self returning. This is a good trend. Even I'm starting to feel happier.
ならば、トラブル回避のためにも、レールショップの出店に一度戻っておこう。
はい、お供いたします、相鉄様。
It's amazing how many people are here. As time passes, their numbers seem to be increasing.
イベントの時のようですね。
イベント？
Hachiroku's gaze becomes softer.
新線開通の時や、逆に列車が廃止される時などには、ホームが魔に、鉄道ファンで埋め尽くされたのです。
なるほど。そうした日がイベントか。 ならば、今日もそうではないか？鉄道イベント。
あ、そうですよね。そう。私どうして。いえ、そうね。
Dexter, don't at me. I don't want to, what's the word? God, I'm blanking. Entertain the, what you're fucking writing. Seems like I stepped on a landmine. Or should I say, stepped on a stone on the tracks. Hatsudoku was seemingly excited earlier, but now she's become instantly deflated.
あ、宗達様、深見様です。
おー、なかなかどうして立派にやっているではないか。
Akami's hands are moving deftly and smoothly. Commemorative tickets are the original merchandise. She's more fitting as a shopkeeper than I could ever imagine, than I could ever be. Fine. A mistress is a female master, right? Or a mistress is referring to a person, is referring to a woman who, how do I say? Is referring to a woman who a married man cheats on his wife with. Yeah.
斡旋所のお仕事できっと慣れてらっしゃるのです。
おう。
Speaking of which, there is a store at the dock too, though it's completely empty now. She's been helping out at the store since when it was in its prime. Then it's natural to think that that's where she learned it.
おーいです。
Kukami jump scare. Kukami notices us and waves, but then she suddenly shirks away in an embarrassed manner.
大したものだな。見とれたぞ。
Dexter do be a person to call women females. Yeah, but that's because he doesn't like real women.
そんな、こんなこと、単なる、慣れです。
ほう。
Oh,
それね、相鉄お兄さんとやらは。
who the fuck?
流れおじいちゃん。
Something large comes crawling out from under the long table. Excuse me? Overweight and with white hair, this old guy looks like Santa. He sure leaves a strong impression on you.
お久しぶりです、関さん。川下りの時はトラックでありがとうございました。
関？いや、わしは流れよ。川下りうんぬんも全く知らんで。
Why is his name cut off? The Y and the G are cut off. Hang on, is that the same with everyone else? I guess we don't know because everyone else does. No one else got the bottom thing.
おじいちゃん、そういう意地悪やめてよ。
意地悪？なあ。
I see. It all connects. No wonder Hibiki said it was interesting.
双子の方たちなのですね。深見ちゃんのおじいさんたち、関さんと流さんとは。
いや、違う。
え？
もう、 だから意地悪はやめてってば。
意地悪なんぞしとらんばい。
Tap.
Oh!
I let out a weird sound. A large and thick hand starts rubbing me on my head. I'm being treated like a complete child. How many years has it been? More than a decade for sure.
深見が世話になってるけんね。なんぞあったら遠慮のいい。
あ、はい。
水と土とのことならよ。わしら人よりは少しは詳しかけん。
ありがとうございます。
おっと。
Nagade picks up Fukami like a doll and places her on his shoulder. After putting her there, he starts walking over to the platform, heavy-footed.
仕事のよばい。またの相鉄。
あ、はい。また。
How does he just pick her up? She's tiny. What do you expect? That was overwhelming. I've never been on the receiving end of someone so assertive.
仕事
She's going to the coal mines. The children yearn for the mines. Hatsudoku's looking at his back. His thick, round, fleshy back. Okay.
どうした、86？
いえ、ひょっとしてあの方にも聞こえているのかと。
聞こえる？何がだ？ おう。
I see. This is the typhon. This is the typhon. What is the typhon? The horn. How do they say it?
蒸気を動力に使ってない車両が鳴らす。
Okay, well, they don't say it. Rumbling of the railways signaling the return of Kiha number 7, or Kiha 07, has been heard by Hachiroku already.
なんか来たばい。楽しそうばい。列車ばい。市長さんのが戻ってきたと。
走っとるのがあっと。見に行くばい。
A large crowd of people begins to move, but it soon becomes quiet.
これは見事に置いてけぼりだな。
置いてけぼり。
I think I just confused the hell out of Starving. Yeah, listen. If her age is on the clock, she's ready for the tea. Is definitely not a regular saying. The place is now empty. The stone storage is extremely large and is deserted. They must have all gone to see Paulette, Reverend Akai, Old Man Minokasa, and even Hibiki are gone. I did not say the full stop. Yeah.
置いてけぼり。
Hachiroku runs straight for it, as if everything she had bottled up the whole time she has been released. She hasn't gone near it the entire day. She goes in a straight line toward 8620. Hachiroku calls out to 8620. To a partner that shares her name. No, it's more than her partner. It's her other half. Her other half. You know, the other half that isn't her operation body.
気持ちでずっとここに泊まっていたの。
8620 doesn't answer because it's actually an inanimate object. All it does is expose its scars on its enormous body.
私が壊してしまったせいで、お前はずっとこんな気持ちで置いてけぼりで。
A single drop, which then turns into a torrent. Large teardrops fall to the floor.
なのに、私は。
I place my palm on Hachiroku's small shoulder without saying anything. I leave it there until her shaking stops, until her tears dry.
そうです。
Hachiroku speaks up before her shaking subsides.
私は浅ましいレールロードです。この子にたくさんの人に取り返しのつかぬ傷を与えて。
Hachiroku's fingers trace after the scars. She gently caresses the scrapes and dents on 8620.
なのに浅ましくもよくに乾くのです。たくさんの人のにぎわいと笑顔とに触れ。
Hachiroku shakes more violently. Her fierce pain and regret seem to reverberate in my scars too. Which is why I embrace her from behind. I hold her tightly, letting our scars trace each other's to suppress the pain.
浅ましくも私は願ってしまうのです。もう一度あの日の前に帰りたいと。
I completely understand how she feels. I've wished for the same thing countless times before. I've wished that these scars never happened. I would do anything to return to the day before the accident.
罪の深さにおののきながら、それでも求めてしまうのです。もう一度、ただもう一度、人と笑顔を運びたいと。
やっと言ったな、お前の望みを。
My fear, my pain, Hachiroku's memory of the accident seems to draw blood from my old scars. That's why I still hold her close. I can do this. I can speak without having my voice shake.
僕はお前のオーナーだ。僕はお前に約束をした。
I tell her once more that what I've told her countless times in the past. If you cannot overcome this, you can never save Ohito or Michiko.
僕はお前の望みを叶える。
そうです。
The tiny hands hold mine. Hachiroku grips my hand tightly as I hold her.
故に86、お前を再び走らせよう。お前と8620に人と笑顔と運ばせよ
う。That's right. This is my salvation. Once 8620 can reach Unoi, Michiko may be able to get off of that train.
ありがとうございます。そうです。
礼にはまだまだ早すぎる。
It's a large step forward, but only a single step in the right direction. This is only the midway point of the entire process.
走るぞ86。お前の望みを叶えるために、そうするために、お前も走れ、全力で。
相鉄様。私は必ず全力で、浅ましくとも見苦しくとも。
そうだ。そうだな。浅ましくとも、見苦しくとも。
Until the day you can run it, until you can run no more, and are forced to the ground.
終着駅に、必ず僕らは、たどり着くのだ。
Let's hope we're not on the halfway point of fixing this fucking train, because it's already been however many streams. 7?
あと1分。
I'm unable to maintain the pace. 27 scoops in another minute. My lower back and arms are numb while I focus on moving them as accurately as possible.
10、9、8、7。
3, 2. I exert strength in the pulling motions rather than tossing in the coal.
終了です。お疲れ様でした、相鉄様。
Plug. The voice causes me to lose grip on the shovel. Completes my third set of the simple 400 scoop coal shoveling. Considering how I just shoveled 1.2 tons, I'm quite tired. Oh, I'm tired all the time. I don't want to be alone with Ando. Hey, I'm not the weird one, okay? I'm just the messenger.
ふむ。ふむ。
Tatsudoku checks the floor past the top hinge door. All spaces are covered with the coal on the ground. There are 25 spaces using 5 rows and 5 columns, made to look like compartments of the hearth of the.
火床とは加湿の床面、石炭を直接に撒く場所のことでございます。非合紙とも呼ばれておりますね。
過小にできるだけ平坦に石炭をまき散らすことが燃焼効率を上げるためには重要だ。が、滝口からは強烈な痛風が起こるので、投げ込み時には
You didn't need to continue anymore.
奥正面が一番薄く、手前が厚く。良い石炭の敷き方ですね。基本通りです。
Hatsudoku suddenly stops. She looks at me as if to test me.
相鉄様、私失念してしまったのですが、なぜ火床の手前を厚く、奥を薄くとするのでしたか？
石炭が燃えるためには吸気と排気とが必要。よって燃焼中の窯の中はある種の吹き抜けとなるからだ。
When the hinge door is opened, fresh air is forced in through there into the furnace. If you just toss in the coal without thinking of the positioning, it will gather at the exhaust in the back of the hearth and lead to the smokestack. That leads to the smokestack.
排気が詰まれば火が消える。そこまで悪くならずとも、石炭の式にムラができれば、燃焼効率は大きく下がる。
At the training facility, with no intake or exhaust, it's standard to layer the coal thicker in the front and thinner in the back. In the heart of an actual furnace, if the shoveling is done as practiced, the flow of the air will scatter the coal evenly.
ああ、そうでしたね。おかげで思い出せました。ありがとうございます、相鉄様。
Does getting your blood sucked by a vampire sound hot to you? Depends on who. If it's Shinobu from the Monogatari series, yes. If it's Momo from Rosario Vampire, yes. Hachinoku definitely manipulates a small scoop in her hands while saying that. She transfers half scoops from the second square to the first, and the fourth square to the fifth, before staring at it intently.
ということでしたら、相鉄様。この状態の方がより良いのでは？
A vampire lolly succubus. I mean, you've got vampire lolly from 747 Nanashi, or you've got succubus lolly from I forgot the artist, but Tiny Evil or whatever they are.
手前の両端、一番投げ込みづらいところは、今の僕の技量では完全には投げ込みきれんようだな。
And if you wanted vampire succubus, you've got the girl from what was the name of the hentai again? Because now I'm thinking of Irasekai, but it's I forgot what it was called. The trick here is to flick the wrist right before shoving the shovel into the furnace to lay down the coal. Itadaki Sekai. That's what it's called. Or something like that. I know it in my head, but when fatigue gets the better of me, my shoveling starts to slip. No shit.
とはいえ、この程度でしたら上出来です。フライアッシュがいささか無様になる程度、走行には支障は出ません。
There is a glossary entry for mess. What is a mess? By Ash.
フライアッシュとは、蒸気機関車のボイラーが石炭を燃やした際に発生する灰のことでございます。
投げ込みや痛風の度合いによっての温度変
Once
化や
again, Sotetsu's here, even though he doesn't need to be. After declaring that, Hachinoku puts away her test grader face and gives me a bright, cheerful smile.
100点満点中92点。合格です、相鉄様。
おう。
This is the first time she's passed me all the way from the first to the third set. The feeling of accomplishment washes over me like a wave.
今の相鉄様が平常な私と一緒なら、帝王神戸間の乗務にも耐えられることでしょう。
I noticed her mentioning of regular conditions. Following the advice of Reverend Akai, I plan on going to the Tororu hot springs today. You sure about that? Yeah, I know. Listen, Starving, I know what you're expecting from Dexter, but he'll either recommend like Black Bullet or Absolute Duo or yeah.
そういうことであれば、86。
それでですね、相鉄様。
Whoops. Looks like we just jinxed each other. What I want can wait until night, so...
86から先に、
相鉄様からお先に。
Hang on. Look. All I'm saying is that they could have had the voice actors actually say actually jinx each other, right? Having Sotetsu and Hachiroku's lines in the same sentence. And then they did it again here. We're just going in circles at this rate. Since she's offering to let me go first, I should... I don't think this is fun.
No?
I'm just trying to be open to new stuff. And then next to two discussion of magic girls, right?
Nagi-chan, 声大きい。
Gushing Over Magical Girls doesn't have a dub, I don't think. And don't recommend Shoujo Ramune to Darwin. He asked for an anime, not fucking hentai. Agi coming in while yelling, and Fukami trying to calm her arrive at the coal shoveling training facility.
どうした?こんな時間にこんなところで。
Hentai is just 18 plus. Dexter, you cannot compare hentai to anime. Shoujo Ramune Shoujo Ramune doesn't have a fucking plot. That's the difference. What do you mean? Don't recommend hentai.
こんばんはです。私、ポーレットさんと、相談あって。
There are hentai with plot. Dexter, what is the plot of Shoujo Ramune then?
おお、なるほど。観光の連携か。
Coupons for the Hitoyo Railway will be passed out at the rail shop on the ship dock for the Kuma River downstream boating. Yeah, on the ship dock for the Kuma River downstream boating. It's a simple yet seemingly effective attempt.
それで、ポーレットさん、今しか時間取れなくて。けど、一人だと夜とか危ないですから。
ナギがボディーガードなわけか。と。
Nagi's so close to me that her breath is touching my hand.
それ何ばい?
これはワンスコ。石炭を投げ込むためのスコップだ。
変な名前ばい。
What do you mean, how old are you now?
で、これが投炭練習機。
こっちはすごく面白そうばい。なんだか修行に役立ちそうばい。
It's true that it would give her legs... Wait. It's true that it would give her legs, back, and arms a good workout, but now that you mention it, may seem good for Kenjutsu training. I mean, kinda, yeah.
スコップで石炭をすくい、逆の手で鎖を引き、戸を開け、入れると同時にスコップを伏せ、石炭を床に叩きつける。
My condolences. Listen, Dexter, to a 19-year-old, you're old as shit. Okay? Crunch, clop, splosh.
綺麗です。
Also, Hachidoka has been staring the entire time, not blinking once. When I show them how, Fukami's exclamation makes me feel good. What? In the moment, if the movement looks good in the eye of an amateur, it means that my form is somewhat better now.
面白そうばい。やらせてばい。
I look to Hachidoku, and she nods. She hasn't done anything since they came in. so I know what you're talking about. But Nagi looks at her in her regular clothes. Looks to be in her regular clothes.
では今度、体操着でも着てきた時にやるといい。
なんでばい、この格好でも動けるばい。
お前ならどんな格好でも動けるだろうが。俺。
I wipe my own cheek with my fingers, seeing that both of them let out a surprised gasp.
真っ暗ばい。何やってそぎゃんと汚れとうと。
He shoveled coal for 4 hours. Dexter, your dementia spread to me, okay?
だから、投炭練習だ。
そうか。なぎちゃん、石炭ってちっちゃな粉が飛ぶんだよ。
そうだな。単人という。つけば容易に落ちんばかりか、銭湯ですら嫌われるのだ。
それもちょうどいい修行ばい。ひらりとかわしてみせるばい。
That's not how it works. Aren't you older? You're born in 01. Yeah. But at least I act my age. At least a bit. If she wants to do it that much, I won't object. But it's not smart to let her soil her clothes and anger old man Minokasa.
よかろう。ならば、おじい様に電話して許可を得なさい。そうできたなら、いくらでも練習させてやろ
う。Guys should have been born in 2004 if you wanted to be cool like me. I don't want to be like you.
わかったばい。
服と肌とが石炭汚れにまみれること、1時間程度かかることも、きちんと伝えるんだぞ。
I have enough. Starving. I was gonna ask for that. That's what I was about to say. Before I can lend her my phone, Nagi takes out a simple-looking cell phone.
じいちゃん、今ね、お人用の駅でね。
Don't show me.
相鉄お兄さん。
ん
？It's Ukami. She's making a very typical paint expression.
なぎちゃんのおじいさん、すごくなぎちゃんに甘いです。だから。
兄さん、帰り遅うなるようやったら送ってくれと。
Damn.
のそのくらいは当然。
Nagi just knows how to manipulate. The moment I say that, Nagi makes a victory sign with her fingers.
ならオッケーばい。服が汚れてもオッケーばい。帰り夜中でもオッケーばい。
What's your number? Okay, my number starts with 0.
こうなっちゃうです。
うん。それならばそれで構わん。が、
But old man Minokasa's permission and Fukami have nothing to do with each other. Hachiroku, you gonna move yet? I've been staring at her the entire time.
深見はどうする？それなりに時間がかかってしまうが。
私、今日はなぎちゃんのところお泊まりするですから。
投炭練習を見ていくということか？それとも深見もチャレンジ？
無理。私、チャレンジは無理です。
I don't want my arms and legs getting any thicker. Fukami mumbles to herself, then looks at me with pleading eyes.
だから、できたら、汚れないとこで見ていたいです。
よかろう。ならば86、まず手始めから頼めるか。
よろしいですよ。それではナギ様、投炭について簡単に説明させていただきます。
She finally moved. But she still can't blink. Haseroku happily plays along with an amateur who only wants to play around. She explains the process to Nagi like she normally would, but just simplifies things a bit.
わかったばい。1キロのスコップで100杯なら100キロの石炭投げ込むばいね。
The first training regimen is the same as mine. After hearing 100 kilos, Fukami groans. But Nagi shows no signs of flinching.
始めてください。
Bro, Nagi would have been my type in like a few years.
そりゃー
You get called P-word a lot for liking lollies. Well, Dexter doesn't talk about liking lollies outside of stream, okay?
全くダメです。一箇所に石炭が集まっています。スコップを伏せ、手前を厚く、奥を薄くと。
But if he did, the answer would be probably.
初めてでそんなんようできんばい。そうなのですか？宗哲様にはできましたのに。なら、もう一回ばい。これでどうばい。さっきよりははるかに良くなっています。100点満点中22点は差し上げられます。
How long did it take for me to talk about lollies on your streams? It took Nihida, and that's when you started talking about lollies all the time.
22？ たったそれだけと？こちらへ回って仕上がりをご自分でお確かめください。これってどうばい。見違えるほど良くなりました。おまけせず公平な採点で51点を差し上げます。
Yeah, when I agreed with you on lollies, that's when it all went downhill.
やっと半分超えたばい。
She's dead. Nagi has died.
なぎちゃん。
Flop. Nagi crumbles to the floor, and Fukami runs to her.
深見ちゃん、ダメばい。汗と黒いの映っちゃうばい。そんなこと、もう、こんなになるまで。
Remember the first stream of Maitetsu Hubert? I don't need to remember. I have the VOD. Fukami wipes off Nagi with her handkerchief, but the coal dust stains don't come off. Nagi looks so comfortable with her face being cleaned off.
大したものだ。こんなになるまで本当によく頑張った。
I was really down bad. Yeah, and it somehow gets worse every time you... Where do I watch the VODs? Alright, I guess I haven't linked my VODs channel, have I? Well... It's easy to say you've worked until you collapsed, but not many people can actually do it. Thank you, Mr. Mod. How many people, let alone other female students, can do what Nagi did just now?
約束通り送り届けよ
Fuck.
いいな、なぎちゃん。
I put Nagi on my back and find out that she's surprisingly light. I don't know why you're surprised by that.
いけんばい。兄さんにも汗と汚れが移っちゃうばい。
Well, he's going to the hot springs anyway, so...
う。構わん。元より汚れているし、送り届けた後はトロロ湯に直行だからな。
What'd I tell you? What'd I say? Why'd you link my VOD's channel twice?
トロール湯？さっき兄さん、石炭汚れは銭湯も嫌がる言うてなかったと？
トロロ湯だけは例外だ。あそこは女湯を貸し切りにして入らせてくれる。
貸し切り？女湯って
あそこの主人は鉄道に大変に理解があるのだ。が、広い男湯を汚されてしまってはかなわんとのことでな。
I explained what happens at the Tororu Hot Springs past 11 p.m., and Nagi starts breathing heavily as Fukami turns red. Excuse me?
貸し切りばい。面白そうばい。絶対入らせてもらうばい。
Why did I immediately find the VOD you were talking about? Because it should be the first VOD.
そうだよね。なぎちゃん。貸し切りとか。面白そうだし。
While trying to clean Nagi off, Fukami also has quite a lot of dirt on her. Might be bad if I walk them back while dirty, but it's an entirely different issue if I take them to the bath without permission.
保護者にきちんと説明をして問い合わせてくれ。許諾が出たなら、トロル湯には僕から掛け合おう。
Oh boy. And then the permission is yes. Who would have guessed? Flop. How long did you play Cupid Klutz? Like fucking 5 months. Well, technically, yeah. But if I played through the entire game, in like, if every stream was my Klutzy Cupid, it'd take like 1 month around that time. Hang on, my Klutzy Cupid has 21 episodes, so yeah, it would have taken around a month, but that's if I streamed every day, excluding weekends, but still. I will give you 50 tomorrow for more Maitetsu. Fine. See, who needs a sugar mommy when you've got Dexter? Never mind. I let out a lazy sigh. That's how tired I am. Me too. My muscles feel hollow, and it seems as if the bathwater is seeping into them.
宗哲様、お体をお揉みいたします。
ああ、頼む。と言いたいところではあるが、今日のところは僕より凪にしてやってくれ。
その必要は今はないかと。
ん？おお。
Text to delete the last 4 messages you just sent.
なぎちゃん、ここ、どう いく聞きたい。もうちょっと強に頼むばい。
Thank you.
この辺で、私、結構、限界かも。
Bro is obedient like that. He's a mod. So, you know.
そこばい。
なるほどな。
On the other side of this large bath, Kami is diligently massaging Nagi. Even if Hachiroku tries to get to them, she just gets in the way. She'd just get in the way.
ならば、86、頼めるか？
お任せください、相鉄様。
No longer sleeping. Rub, rub, squish, squish. Hachiroku's tiny fingers massage my tense muscles to get my blood flowing again. Hachiroku's hands are always at the same strength and heat. I can't sense that she's agitated. I can't sense that she is agitated. What?
ショックではなかったのか？
Don't you like scalies? Yeah? Still don't ask me what I'm talking about.
半ば、予想はしておりました。私の記憶と機能の障害は、外傷によらぬものだと。
Don't you like fish? We don't... No, we don't talk about fish, okay? The old lady of... The old lady of Tororu Hot Springs did a short medical examination. Hachiroku was put on a specialized machine to check for her functions. Dexter, delete that message. The diagnosis was that all functions are normal.
私の障害の原因が考えすぎと、それがどういう意味なのか少し悩ましくはありますが。
Good question. I'm trying to deduce what that means, but yeah. I pick up the arm being massaged and brush Hachiroku's wet hair. Hachiroku doesn't seem to dislike it and rests her head on my arm.
悩むことはない。文字通りだろ
う。文字通りとおっしゃいますと？
お前がコントロールできない部分がおそらく勝手に考えてしまうがゆえの考えすぎだ。
勝手に何を考えてしまうのでしょうか。
この記憶は事故と関係が深すぎる。思い出させては危ない。などとな。
ああ。
The sigh she gives as a response sounds both impressed and disgusted at the same time.
確かに人間にでしたらありそうな話ですが、それがものである私にも。
あるのではないかと僕は思う。
Hachiroku's scars, my scars. I choose my words carefully so that I don't tear at the scabs.
考えとは知性の産物だ。そして知性は容易に連鎖し、時に暴走さえするからな。
ですから考えすぎてしまう。
そうだ。知性や理性すら本当は制御しがたいものだ。僕にとっても。おそらくは86、お前にとっても。
Look, Starving, I've told Dexter on multiple occasions to think before he speaks, and he's never done it, so eventually you just give up.
そうですか。けれど、それでしたら安心です。
安心？
She nods. Her movements cause ripples in the bath.
私が考えすぎてしまうのはきっと、考えずにいるのが怖いからです。
I understand, because I am the same way. If I stop thinking about the accident, I might forget my other previous memories, and if I lost those, I'd lose sight of why I'm alive.
ですが、相鉄様といれば私、少しも怖くありません。きっと、考えすぎずに済みます。
Hachiroku, you're getting a bit close there. I remember what Reverend Akai said. Both people and things fumble their way through life one step at a time.
しかし、86。僕は僕以外の何者でもない。お前の代わりに、お前の答えを考えてはやれんぞ。
相鉄様、それを言うなら、私は物以外の何者でもありません。
Her voice is soft, gentle, but there's determination in it too.
相鉄様が考えて、与えてくださるご指示こそが、そのまま私の求める答えなのです。
たとえそれが、誤った指示であってもか。
Okay.
仮に良くない結果を招こうとも、相鉄様がくださるご指示が唯一無二の正解です。
If I turn on my vacuum cleaner, all it does is begin mindlessly sucking away. We don't... The vacuum cleaner was the worst appliance to talk about. Especially with how down bad Dexter's been right now. Even if what's up ahead is sulfuric acid that could melt it. That's what a thing does. They simply do what their master tells them. Being a thing, Hachidoku was tossed aside by her master. Would have have laid dormant, left in a state of uncertain worth. She was left in that unstable state, tormented by her past. Simply calling it overthinking doesn't even begin to describe it.
86。
But there's nothing I can add to it. I can't do anything for her past. All that comes from my mouth. Words from my heart.
お前は、物で、道具なのだな。
もちろんですとも、相鉄様。
A proud voice, Hachiroku's in a dignified pose.
私は、相鉄様の道具で、物です。道具で
Fukami, you joined at the wrong time.
Oh!
She's close. I didn't even notice Fukami. With Nagi at her side, they've both come to where I am.
やっぱり、そういう、そういう。
Not yet, okay? They aren't like that yet.
深見？
He acts strange. He sounds delirious.
でも、相鉄お兄さん、そういう趣味なら、私にも、そういうチャンス、あるかも。
Excuse me?
しっかりしろ、深見。さっきから、そういうばかりを言っているぞ。
Nagi reaches out to Fukami and touches her neck, as if to check her temperature.
カメちゃん、顔真っ赤ばい。のぼせたと？のぼせた。かなりのぼせて当てられたかも。
湯あたりか。それはいかんな。
Her entire body is as red as a boiled octopus. It would be best to get her out of the bath as soon as possible.
そら、捕まれ。
大丈夫です。
I correct myself. She's now more like boiled shrimp. She slaps away my outstretched hand and gets out of the bath on her own.
フカミちゃん、背中流してあげるばい。
Aggie runs after her right away. The bathwater ripples for a while, but soon becomes calm again. Atsudoku sees Nagi and Fukami off, and then turns back to me.
しかし、ナギ様には驚かされました。
ああ、登壇か。
はい、初めてで、しかもあの小柄さであそこまでとは。
Well, you know, she does have less to, move around. I look to Nagi, who's at the washing area. She looks even smaller than when she was wearing, than when she's wearing clothes. Okay.
口先だけではない。あれは相当に鍛え込んでいる。
100キロトータンとはいえ、連続で3セットですからね。私、最後は機関女子候補と見ておりました。
なるほど。機関女子候補か。
はい。小さく薄いお体ですし。
The driver's stand cab of 8620 is cramped. In order to maximize that small space, railroads in their operation mode are usually doll-sized.
そうか。キャブ内では小柄さは有利となるのだな。うん。もし、ナギが興味を示すものなら。
So they just explained why they have to be so small.
はい。その時にはぜひとも勧誘いたしましょう。
After saying that with a straight face, Atsudoku makes a wry smile, realizing something.
その時を迎えるためには、まだまだ無数にこなすべきことがありますけれど。
無数ではない。数えきれるさ。故に、一つずつ潰していける。
She wipes off the wry smile and makes a serious face again. Atsudoku nods slightly, and then looks up to me.
でしたら、そのうちの一つとして、私、勾配図を作成いたしたく思います。
A what map?
勾配図とは、縦断面図とも呼ばれる鉄道用の図面です。線路が敷かれている区間の勾配が変更する点をすべてチェックし、その勾配の変化の度合いを記録していくことにより作成されます。
勾配の変化をつかむことは。
Okay, I get it. I know what a slope map is now.
勾配図
Like a sort of painting. If it's something artistic, I find it fitting for Hachiroku.
線路の勾配を縦断面図にしたものです。ですので、相鉄様にもご一緒願いたいのですが。
なるほど。勾配の断面図で勾配図か。
I understand now. Hachiroku's Morino element here. Morino element in the bath in the onsen?
もちろん、僕も付き合おう。
やっぱり、二人って、そういう。
Why'd you come back?
なになにデートの話ばい
体は洗い終わったのか？
Perfect timing. He just completely glosses over what Nagi just said. While I'm making the slope map, I can talk to her about being the engineer assistant.
明日、86と線路沿いを歩くのだが、どうだ？二人も時間があれば。
Look, when I named the VOD everything is run by children, I was joking, okay? I do not want a third industry to have a child as playing a very important role in it, okay?
お邪魔私、お邪魔。ダメ、それしないです。明日は都合悪かばい。
Takami waves her hand side to side while Nagi slaps the surface of the water.
なんだ？ナギは剣道の試合か？
違うばい、特訓ばい。特訓？デカブチたい。もうちょっとのとこで倒せそうたい。
うん。
She's breathing heavily. That opponent must be strong, must be powerful. The opponent is the coal furnace. Second, the girls talk. I turn my volume down, and Ando talks, and I turn it back up. An endless cycle. Yeah, but I'm constantly louder than them.
ならば無理には誘うまい。ともかく、怪我だけはせぬようにな。
Like Nagi's voice is constant, negative 20 decibels, and I'm at a constant like negative 10 to 15. So.
平気ばい。
Fuck.
それから、深見は。
Stop thinking about it. She's bright red, her eyes darting back and forth, her breathing quick and restless. She's past the point of getting dizzy, I'd say. She's getting cooked. Bro's cooked.
そんなに見つめられちゃうと、私、やばいです。
Shut the fuck up about it. Only Vans next to Grip.
うわあ、岡部ちゃん話ばい。
This is not good. I support her body and try to keep her head up.
これ、もっと話。
喋るな。まして慌てて動くな。ゆっくりと。風呂から上がって、体を冷やせ。
Ow.